Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
That's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think it's ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? My name is Jerry Clem. I'm the host of Korner Booth Podcast. Apologies for the delay. It was a mistake on my part. Apparently my clock doesn't work, at least in my brain. So, just it's how the day's been going. But happy to be here. Happy to have you guys in here with us. I love how my iPhone won't let me change a text message to Nate because I'm trying to I'm trying to put out 1,000 fires behind the scenes. And then it says 7 o'clock, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Okay, I got to get moving. So it's been like that. And then I got my cats fighting in the background. It's a real fun time. But yeah, we're here. Happy Victory Monday to some. Happy Ouch to Monday to some others. We had some fun football this weekend. One game that was very surprising that I made some very funny jokes about. Refer to it more as like the scene from SpongeBob when SpongeBob and Patrick are fighting and they're not hitting each other, to also just a game that basically looked like, I guess the best way to put it would be like a arena football game where it was just deep shots and touchdowns and weird interceptions. And I swear this game I thought was just going to be out of control, but we had a great time. We had a stinker last night for Sunday Night Football. And a possibility of Carson Wentz starting. We'll have more on that later. We also have Monday Night Football starting now. Buccaneers and Texans are on their way. Unfortunately, we could not move or change the scheduling of today's show due to restraints with our company schedule. But that being said, we'll try to muscle through this as quick as possible. Let's get you ready for Raiders and Chargers tonight, as well as, which seems like a yearly tradition for Monday Night Football, as well as a good matchup tonight between the Bucs and Texans, Baker versus CJ Stroud. So I'm excited for that as well. My co-host here, Matthew. How you doing, brother?
Doing terrible. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Yesterday was a stress ball full of hell. But everyone in the family in the house is happy, healthy, and okay. So that was a relief. Had to wait a little bit to watch my birds, but then again, really didn't miss much. Just apparently a miss kick by Bucker. Watched a hell of a game in Giants Cowboys. I got to give them both credit. That was fun as hell. I was rooting like hell for the Giants for Nate's purposes. But we will have the return of Dark Side Nate tonight. Even though I feel like tonight might be a little more optimistic because that was fun. I'm not gonna lie, the Giants off that. I thought James was playing quarterback the way they were throwing the ball down the field. So again, Cam Scadaboo looks like a bowling ball, literally just a wrecking ball with legs. So my Tyrone Tracy draft pick in fantasy is literally gonna kill me. Other than that, we had some fun. We had Cam Ward's first touchdown pass, which of course it was across his body across the field, because if it wasn't that, it wouldn't be Cam Ward. Alec A.O. Minor, which was my surprise receiver pick at his first career touchdown. So I'm doing a little victory lap there. Yeah, and we had Chris Jones getting shut down by Jalen Hurts because, of course. But that being said, Matthew, I'm sorry about your Jets, brother.
It's okay. I switched the Cutwaters at the halftime, so I needed the strong stuff, the 12.5%ers. So that got me through the rest of that day.
I ran out of the heavy stuff on Friday, so Saturday was So and Saturday I was driving around doing crazy stuff. So Sunday was whatever I had left in the beer fridge.
You know, I was the Cutwaters for me, and then I found some Truly Unreals, which were also did the
Those
job.
Those are deadly.
I also was looking at our 6-pack picks, and I was updating everything, and I realized that the last game in our 6-pack is at 10 o'clock tonight. So we will find out if we won or lost in the morning.
Yeah.
I won't be up until like 1 a.m. watching that one.
I mean, I got a big job tomorrow, so I mean, knowing me, I'll still be up. I'll have like a split screen going between like the Diamondbacks on one screen and the Raiders and the Chargers on the other. I just threw down $1 for Geno Smith over 375 yards because why not?
I mean, at this weekend, might as well. What do you got to lose? What does $1 turn into?
Listen, I had all my parlays get killed in the final seconds. I was like, Notre Dame killed my 6-pack. I love how I was going to pick we had our first Kelsey Coin parlay kill of the year when he convinced me to take Texas A&M, not to take Notre Dame over Texas A&M. So the streak is still alive. Then I lost on Nate's Giants, but listen, that overtime game, it's a coin flip at that point. And then I lost one on the Jags, not being able to make a stop. And I lost one on the fact that I was stupid enough to bet on the Saints and the Panthers. So yeah, that's how all my parlays ended. It looked like at one point I was going to be up probably $150 going into this morning. Walked away with nothing. So yeah, there it is. All my parlays fell apart. Like those defenses.
I figured with how the Ravens ran the ball last week against the Bills and how the Jets ran the ball last week against the Steelers, I thought Breece Hall and Justin Fields would have a field day on the ground. So I was like, let me put a little something on each of them to have an individual anytime touchdown. And the only person to have a touchdown was Jeremy Ruckert with a pass thrown to him from Tyrod Taylor. So I didn't win either of those. And I thought one of them would be a lock. So I feel you with I should have had a certain amount of money this morning, but I did not.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just became this whole thing. I'm just like, you know what? It was typical week 2 bull. Like, dude, like AJ Brown had 8 targets and 6 catches. I'm like, oh, great. He probably went over 100 yards. No, he had like 40 because the Chiefs have one of the best defenses in football. Saquon had 22 carries, only 88 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Like, I was just like, oh, Jalen was like 15 of 20. Oh, he probably threw for like 200 yards. Nah, I was like $150. I got murdered in fantasy legitimately because the Chiefs are the worst. And I am happy they lost. And I love all the misery that comes their way because even when they lose, they still cause fantasy owners misery because that Spagnuolo defense. And I said this today to a coworker of mine. I'm like, listen, Steve Spagnuolo has got to be given some credit for how good that defense has been. Yeah, they got torched in the Super Bowl, but they clearly made the adjustments. I mean, like the Eagles got 1 pass over 25 yards. It was that little like last second heave blitz beater to Devontae Smith. They kept AJ Brown basically under 6 yards for every catch. Like, you got to give them credit. I mean, not having Dallas Goedert, I think, kind of takes away a little bit of the weaponization of this offense. I think he adds an element in the middle of the field that kind of allows A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith to kind of get loose. But you know what? Listen, a win's a win. I really don't want to talk about Saturday football because McCarthy just looked awful. I fell asleep beforehand. Did he get hurt?
I also fell asleep, but apparently so because they're saying Carson Wentz is going to play next week, and it's going to be against Jake Browning.
Yeah, baby, we back. I love the little move. I can't really like fist pump right now because of my tennis elbow, so I just did like, yeah, let's go. Oh my God, I am so ready for Carson Wentz experience to make its comeback. Yeah, baby, dude,
he suffered an ankle sprain.
He's gonna be Okay, he's gonna be chucking nuclear bombs to Jets and to was Jordan Naylor.
Oh, yeah. I want to say Josh Naylor, but that's baseball. It could also be Josh Naylor. I don't know, but it's Naylor.
Yeah. And also to get Jordan Addison back in a week, bro. I am So ready for Carson to throw 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions and 400 yards passing. Him and Jameis Winston are cut from the same cloth, and I love it.
Speaking of Jameis Winston, now they're talking about trade rumors with him and some teams that are they mentioned. I think they mentioned that with like somebody rumored that with Cincinnati, but I think they stick with Browning because Browning can sling it.
Bro, Jameis Winston with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. The Bengals might put up 70 a game. That would be just not fair. Oh my Lord.
He would just. The only problem is that he would get killed behind that line.
Jameis goes to the Jets.
I mean, Justin Fields is in concussion protocol.
Jeez, all right. But you know who Jameis plays for currently is our handsome producers team. Hi Nate, how are you, buddy?
Hi, boss. Matt, good to see you both. Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned earlier, not much, not really dark side Nate today, more like sad side Nate, honestly.
More like optimistic dark side Nate.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm a positive guy. I love the fact that we scored 37 points. Like I told Matt off air, this is probably one of the more fun games I've watched as a fan in quite some time. But it was also the saddest game I've watched in quite some time as well, because when you play 5 quarters, and playing the whole overtime to be exact, like you hope that you're on the winning side of all that, but unfortunately we weren't. If there's 2 things I'm mad about, because there's always going to be mad about when it comes to a loss, it's that our left tackle James Hudson is terrible. First lineman ever to have.
He's an MMA fighter. He's not a freaking tackle.
He's terrible. I think he had a Pro Football Focus grade of 17.7. So that just shows he was bad. And thank God I didn't watch him. I missed the first drive of the game, unfortunately. But shout out to our 5th round pick, Marcus Bowe, for stepping in that second drive and beyond and playing really well. And then our defensive coordinator is also trash. Shane Bowen. Don't like him. Never did, honestly, when he first signed with us last year. We've allowed 25 points per game since he's became the DC. So, he's not great. If this continues, by the way, he doesn't know how to manage his players whatsoever. I think Lawrence, Carter, Tibbs, and Burns played 8 snaps together. So that is no bueno.
That's down from last week.
That is indeed down from last week. That is correct, boss. So, yeah, if this continues, he's definitely gone by midseason. I can't see a world where he stays the whole year. I miss Wink Martindale to heck. I wish the fallout between him and Dable never happened, but I digress. But otherwise, I was sad for a few hours, and then I slept on it. I was like, you know what? We put up 37 points. We scored a lot. Russell was throwing the deep ball. Neighbors was looking good. Wandale, as short as he is, looked good as a vertical threat as well. You mentioned Scatterbo at the beginning of the show, boss. It was good to see him get a couple of nice runs in there. He's definitely. I know he looks to be the RB1. Tracy, he out carried Tracy, or he out snapped Tracy, I should say, and also out carried him as well. So that we might see a change.
They need to fix that because I have Tracy as a flex.
I know. I like Tracy as well. I do. I'm not sure, what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure in week 3, though, that Scatterbo will be
Giants
RB1.
Throw us in fantasy, Matt.
You know what's going to happen is I'm going to bench him this week, and he's going to go off.
Hey, why not on Sunday night against the Chiefs? But no, overall, boss, it was a fun game. I know. I'm sorry. It was a fun game to watch, though. I'm grateful to just be able to watch football again, but it just sucks to be on the losing end. And shout out to the Cowboys and our terrible defense for playing prevent when they have Brendan Aubrey, which makes no sense, but it's fine.
All right. So we have scoring updates from Texans and Bucks. Currently, the 7-7. Nico Collins caught a touchdown for CJ Stroud about maybe 10 minutes ago, and now Ryan Miller just caught a touchdown from Baker Mayfield. So first touchdown. Not the guys I was thinking maybe Mr. Buck. Actually, no. Nico Collins was my first touchdown pick. So I mean, I didn't put money on it, but I'll take it.
I missed last year when Chris would just. I think he had a pretty hot streak of he's like,
if
yeah, I would go.
He would nail.
Yeah, he would just get the first touchdown of the game every time. I'm like, dude, that's insane. I was like, if I just tailed this for 5 weeks and just kept putting my money on every single pick, I probably would have had a good amount of money.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and also for any of you touchdown people out there, I think they said Josh Jacobs is on a like double-digit game streak of like scoring a touchdown in every week since last season. So I think he's the safest option out of everybody to just kind of hammer away at anytime touchdowns.
Yeah, he's at 11 right now as we speak. 11 consecutive games. That's a good RB1 right there, I tell you.
Also, some lucky son of a gun out there chose Ryan Miller for anytime touchdown. Somebody out there had to do it. I wonder what those odds were, but somebody out there definitely put at least $1 on that.
I wonder what that was.
Bet you it was like plus 2,500.
We can't see it anymore, huh? Darn it. That sucks.
All I know is that Notre Dame, man.
Yeah, Brian really didn't come through with that one.
Yeah, they're done, right? There's no way.
They basically have to absolutely run the table and hope a bunch of teams lose. Like we did this with Clemson last year, so I'm not going to like shoot them dead yet. But it's like, I mean, even look at Clemson. Like we talked about, like we said, Georgia Tech was going to have their number. They did. We also talked about West Virginia having Pitt's number. They did. So is the ACC just like a three horse race right now? Like, is it really just FSU, Miami, and Georgia Tech?
That's what it appears to be.
Geez, the hatred flowing through my bloodline is like my veins is gushing.
Clemson 1-2. You hate to see it.
No, not really.
Exactly.
I'm
fine with that.
I'll go with it. All right, listen, Dabo's a dick, and Big Club makes the most overrated quarterback in the conference. I literally, like, when they were making like the Clemson, they're so unbeatable. It's like, don't forget, like, offense matters in football. Like, I get it. They can make stops. Congratulations. But they have to actually score points. Like, this is a real thing. And they almost lost to Troy. They literally are 2 possessions away from being 0-3 right now. Just saying.
I don't know how accurate it is, if you don't mind me, but I just saw something that says for Miller to score the first touchdown, it was plus 3,500.
That sounds about right.
So if you had $10 on that, you would have won $350.
And if you chose first drive touchdown, it was 15,000. So it went plus 15,000. That's how it goes, right? Yeah.
So that's good.
So that means if you bet $1, you would win 15,000. Is that how it works? No.
It's basically you're removing.
I think $1 would have been like 1,500, and
I would have done that. Oh crap!
$10 could have been. If I'm right, I don't know if I'm right. $10 could have been 1,500.
It's roughly like you remove a 0 or 2.
So is LSU's defense fixed, or is just DJ Lagway that bad?
DJ Lagway is just terrible.
He had 5 picks.
Listen, I watched about 20 minutes of that embarrassment after Miami got out of their rain delay.
Damn.
I don't. So here's the deal: we're gonna know how legit LSU's defense is this week, not only because of who they play, but also because Lagway now has to go to Miami. In Miami.
Oh God.
And Miami's defense has been beating the crap out of everybody.
Oh boy.
Like I see Ruben Bain chasing down DJ Lagway in my future.
That'd be cool.
This season is my favorite Hurricane season of all time so far, because we get to play like the only thing that would have made it better is if we got to play like Clemson. That's the only thing that would have made it better for me.
We got SC Louisiana next week. My concern with LSU is that Garrett Nussmeier's not having the season I expected him to have so far this year, but also like if you got 5 interceptions on the team and you've only won by 10, like I don't know, there's something's not completely clicking. Like, yeah, they're getting the job done, they're 3-0, but like it's not like they're doing enough to win, which is fine. But if you pick off a guy 5 times, you should really be winning by more than 10 points.
That was my whole thing. I mean, listen, Florida's defense is legit. I think this game against Miami is not going to be a blowout, but my ring light just decided to fall apart just now. Technical difficulties. My favorite thing, I swear, is that like everyone's looking at like Florida looking for answers. I'm like, guys, the answer is this: like Billy Napier's offense was never that effective. They played mediocre teams or teams off of a bad loss or teams that were beat up last year, and that's where they got their wins. So we were fooled by Georgia, at least in the forefront. Now, Florida. Now, they could come out swinging as Miami and completely change their minds, but I don't know. Like, I think this is like their last litmus test, man, because like the same South Florida team they lost to, we kicked them through the door. I'm just gonna hang this like right here. Because like I literally my ring light fell apart just now. But yeah, so that's the kicker. It's like, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to go dark for about 5 seconds while I screw this back in. So I think the biggest issue with Florida is that we basically stared at them last year and it's like, oh, DJ Lagway. It's like, and I'm not saying I was skeptical because I thought the kid looked great against multiple teams. But I guess the best way to summarize it is that I think we jumped the gun, similar to like Arch Manning, where with Arch Manning right now, he looked awful against UTEP. I almost took that as my gimme, dude. Like I'm this is really pissing me off right now.
Well, speaking of gimmies, which one of you guys took Indiana? Was it Nate?
Yeah.
Sure
Nate,
was.
I don't know if you were sweating it out or not, but I don't know how comfortable I would be with a 73-0 final.
Dude,
man.
I was sweating like crazy, man. I was like, man, I don't know if they're gonna cover it, but
Right.
Indiana State had that one good drive. It didn't turn out anything, but oof.
yeah, they got it. They got the job done. Unfortunately, Indiana, their starting running back actually is out for the season after an injury, so that sucks.
Oh, Kirk Cignetti will find something else to complain about.
But yeah, like Matt mentioned, six-pack scores will be updated after tonight's games. So, but Jared does have the lead at this time. Well, actually, I do have the records right now. So far, Jared went 5-1 on the weekend. Matt went 5-1 on the weekend. I went 3-3, trash, and Brian went 4-2.
Nice.
So far. So,
And Brian hit an upset too.
that is correct. First upset of the season.
So
I copied it, won money. So thank you, Brian.
Shout out to Brian. Let's see you tomorrow.
So we just need, what do you got? What do we need? All right, so me, Brian, and Jared need the Raiders to win, and Nate needs the Chargers to win tonight.
Oh boy. Let me some Justin Herbert.
That's really nervous on me, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm 3-3. I might go 3-4 after tonight if the Raiders win.
At this point, the way Arch Manning's playing, I'm actually looking forward to playing Texas and not scared of my life to play Texas. But like you said, like, how are you struggling against UTEP?
Dude, I think he's hurt.
He completed under 50% of his passes for 114 yards with a touchdown and an interception. I mean, that would make sense, right? Like, even if he's not, like, that's a saving grace for the media. But like, they're a bad 2-1. Like, they're a really bad 2-1. And Arch Manning is supposed to be the chosen one, prodigal son, next generation's greatest college quarterback ever, greatest prospect. Yeah,
dude, he's definitely got to be hurt. That's like, he looked like he was wincing after he threw a ball. Like, I'm like, did he overwork himself in the offseason? He just looks gassed, or it's a weird situation.
I mean, also even if he's not hurt, I mean, at the end of the day, he is Manning. I'm sure he's aware of the hype and the attention around him. And maybe, there's just a lot of pressure on succeeding just because of the name and the expectations. But I mean, you got to assume he's hurt. I mean, at this point, don't leave, go stay in college and don't go to the NFL.
I don't think he was ever going to go out this year. Anyway, I think that was a complete fallacy started by NFL teams trying to get him to come out early. I don't think he's ready. I think he's hurt. And I think now it'd be irresponsible for his camp to even consider it. I think right now he needs to shut it down for a couple weeks. I think Texas' backup gives him a better chance to win right now. And
what better way to rest him than this week, right, boss? Against Sam Houston. So
exactly, put the backup in, let him heal, figure out the hell's wrong with his shoulder, because he's clearly there's something off, man. I don't know, like I'm not a physical therapist or kinesiologist, but there's something wrong with the kid. Like, this is not the same Arch Manning we saw last year coming against Georgia and actually okay. But I don't know. It's a weird situation in Texas right now.
LSU should do the same because Nussy Boy is dealing with a torso injury. And they play Southeastern Louisiana this week. So maybe rest him too.
Yeah, put him in for a drive.
All these quarterbacks, by the way, getting injured this past weekend.
I know.
Oh, speaking of what you were going on, Jared. So just looking it up, when you Google, does Arch Manning have an injury? It says no, Arch Manning does not have a reported injury. Both Manning and Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian have denied rumors of an injury, with Sarkisian attributing Manning's grimace in recent games to poor play and dissatisfaction with his own throws. So he's saying the grimace is.
Hey, dude, like I don't know what to tell you.
Man, I don't know. If usually a quarterback's grimacing off of, I looked up at the TV and Booker T is just staring me in the face at the Bucks Tampa Texans game. I'm like, okay, that was. Anyways, 10-7. Texans kick a field goal. Bucks are getting the ball back right now. That's the update with 3 minutes left in the first.
Sweet.
Alrighty. We can also talk some 6-pack, my friends. We'll do a 6-pack summary here. We'll start off in South Florida with Miami versus South Florida, who is, by the way, not part of South Florida.
Nate's masterful pick right there.
Yeah, I thought I was smart. I really wasn't.
Why would you? This is the biggest thing. I tried to warn everyone. I said, listen, this Miami team is more structured and well balanced. Its defense is improved. South Florida, oh my God! When I saw his passing numbers, I'm like, oh yeah, we got this. Like the only option team that beats us is freaking those slime balls from Atlanta. Like that, nobody else gets one on us. And dude, South Florida looked outgunned. There was like one drive where they got back in it, but it took a non-call on a Ruben Bain hole. Like Ruben Bain was getting like tackled, and the guy was able to get one off. That was their one touchdown. That was their one field goal, and I was just like. All right, well, crap. And once the delay came back, they just started handing the ball off to Mark Fletcher, and that was it. He's a menace. I think he is a better running back than Martinez because he has Martinez's toughness and shiftiness, but he has the top end speed to get away. I just think he enjoys running into contact too much. But defense looks great. Carson Beck, 2 picks. One was a little boneheaded. One was like I saw the play he was trying to make, and it was the right read. He just got a great play on the ball. On to Florida.
Yeah, he had those 2 interceptions, but at the end of the day, he still had 4 total touchdowns and over 360 yards of total offense. You're playing USF. Just try some random things out. Do some trick plays. Whatever you got to do. It's USF.
I think USF should be ranked probably by the end of the season. I think they're going to win the American. And probably win the Group of 5 bid. They look amazing. Like not against us, but they have it. They look good. I see the roots of a good football team. I just think their offense is a little one-dimensional. I think that's where they struggle. Because Miami bullied the hell out of them. That was basically Miami said, okay, we're going to take our strength, our O-line and our D-line and our senior quarterback and just go, okay, we're going to beat you. They did. Miami secondary looked pretty good. There were a couple of miscommunications I was getting nervous about, but OG Federico and Xavier Lucas look like they're just an elite cornerback duo. That makes me very happy. They're both only sophomores. So shout out to Xavier Lucas and screw Wisconsin. Any thoughts on USF Miami before we move on to the game that broke my heart? And I hate the team I was rooting.
Yeah, pretty much Miami got USF's report card in the mail, didn't like the grades that they saw, and they took their belt off and just whooped that butt. You know what I mean? That was what the game was.
Ass.
That was what that game was.
Yeah. That was just – and it wasn't even like they dropped 70. It was just they just physically beat the hell out of them. So, moving on to South Bend, where – this game took a last-minute turn for the worst, a last-second touchdown from Texas A&M to call ball game. I'm not even really mad about how Notre Dame played. I think they gave it their all. I think Texas A&M is a good football team, and they deserve to be now ranked in the top 10. I just think Notre Dame, they couldn't close it. And that's 2 straight games in a row where they were within striking distance of a win, and they couldn't put the team away. Miami was able to drive right down the field with Beck and hit that field goal. And A&M here was able to go down the field right away and score. And, now Notre Dame's 0-2 in their 2 big non-conference games, even though every game's a non-conference game. And I don't know, man. Nate kind of asked before the show, and I said like they need a miracle, but like I don't know if Notre Dame's going to get into the playoff now. Like, they might pull Clemson and somehow backdoor their way in, but they'd be like the last team in. They'd be like an at-large team at best because you're 2 losses in the books already, and I'm trying to see what else is left on their schedule. I mean, I said 3 losses for Notre Dame, and I was
They got Purdue. They got Purdue on the 20th, so next week, this upcoming week, and then they have Arkansas, Boise State, NC State, USC, Boston College, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Stanford. So I don't know. I mean, these first couple games,
USC's 3-0, and they look pretty good.
That's like their strongest opponent, though. Everyone else.
Arkansas, I'd say throw in there too as a struggle, maybe. But other than that, I think they can win out. I think
that's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, Arkansas a good last couple weeks.
I think that's what Notre Dame's going to have to do. Dropping the first 2, going to have to like do your best to win out. Maybe like win all but one. Go 9-3, 10-3, whatever that has to be. Yeah. I saw Reed had a good game. I mean, his completion percentage wasn't that great. He had that interception, but he threw for 360 with 2 touchdowns, and he had 37 on the ground. But A&M is just playing very good football right now, and Notre Dame is just not really recovering from that. Just that, championship loss hangover that they had last season.
Yeah. I think it's, what the thing is, Notre Dame caught like a perfect storm, and it's not their fault. They just took advantage of the opportunities they have. I think we overvalued their games last year. They caught teams in bad situations, and they took advantage. And listen, they made the best of them, but we got to also understand, like, Penn State was a bonehead play away from beating them. Georgia was a Carson Beck injury from beating them. Like, it wasn't like they walked right into the title and they stomped everybody. Like, they needed things to break their way, which is, fine. That's how sports goes. But we came to the season thinking, oh, listen, CJ Carr and this running game. It's like, okay, like, yes, elite running back and great head coach Marcus Freeman, but I'm not liking CJ Carr is a freshman, okay? He's still going to make mistakes, and they can't afford those mistakes against 2 now ranked top 10 losses already. And to their credit, I think they should still stay ranked because they lost both games by less than a possession. So it's not like the dead in the water, but they're not worthy of a playoff spot, at least now.
I feel like, and I don't want to seem like I know everything, but I feel like even if they win out the rest of the way, you can't put them higher than 10th in the playoff spot in terms of playoff spot.
I wouldn't even put them in 12th. They'd be the first team out. They'd be right where Miami and Alabama were last year. Yeah. I think that is what they deserve. I think this might be one of the first straws to break the camel's back on getting them into a conference, because now they can't rely on a conference bid to get in. So now they're really just praying for teams to lose. So I don't know, Notre Dame disappointed. Texas A&M, got to give them a shout to keep playing well. The coaching is on point. I'm loving the offense. They're really putting up the firepower. That's really all I got, man. I tried to keep up with this game as much as I could, but unfortunately, I was watching every other game and trying to watch this one in the back of my eyes. So but also on this one, quick, the CW should never host a football game ever again.
Thank you. Thank God.
This was shout out to our girl Candace. Georgia got the dub. Not Candace. Sorry, Candace Parker was. Shout out to Erica. That's the one we like. Candace Parker said Miami was going to lose, so she can kiss my butt. I said Candace because I was watching my Pat McAfee highlight tape of his picks, and Candace went to Tennessee, and she picked Tennessee. Georgia won. Shout out to our girl Erica for getting the dub. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This game was crazy. It was so much fun to watch in my secondary screen, because especially with the delay for Miami and South Florida, I got to watch a whole quarter and a half, and I was like, "Yeah, this is great!" I'm like, they're scoring, and I'm like, "This is back and forth." I got getting a little nervous though, because dude, Tennessee looks so much better without Nico, and it's really embarrassing.
You think UCLA regrets letting Aguilar go for Nico?
Hell yeah, they do. This unofficial trade they made backfired so badly.
Only the Bruins.
Yeah, they got the guy that wanted more money, and they were like, "No, we're not doing that. We're not going to start that trend in college." And like, you could have him. And Nico's like, "Well, I'm a leaver."
See,
And he
Carson Beck,
Yeah.
Carson Beck so far has been worth the alleged $4 million. Nico ain't worth $20.
Nico said, "Well, I'm leaving." He left, and Aguilar came in. And they've been playing. Listen, both teams have been playing some pretty good football so far. This is a great game. Gunnar Stockton had a great game. 304 yards passing, 93.4 QBR, 2 touchdowns. He also had a
He
touchdown.
looked like a
on the ground.
legit college quarterback. He didn't look scared anymore. I was very impressed.
No, he looked great. And honestly, I mean, they could have had Nico Amaliva on that team. And as long as Kirby Smart's there, I have a lot of confidence in Georgia. But Tennessee's played great too. They kept him that game. Joey Aguilar. He had those 2 picks, but he had 5 total touchdowns and 370 yards in the air. So both played great games. A very exciting back and forth game. This and A&M and Notre Dame were probably the 2 most fun games I saw this weekend with college.
Nice. I think Tennessee's a sleeper team to backdoor their way into the title.
With Aguilar?
I like Joey Aguilar. I think he's a great quarterback. I love everything about him. Decision-making, mechanics. Definitely has the arm talent. My biggest worry is that how does Tennessee's talent stack up against like a Georgia, or if Arch ever figures it out, Texas. I won't throw Alabama in this. Sorry. I'm not sorry. And, of course, Maddie's Tigers. So it's a very weird scenario right now. We're talking SEC ball, and the Tide aren't even involved, which is interesting. Oh, and the team we just talked about 5 minutes ago, Texas A&M. So a lot of good SEC teams right now. SEC Renaissance maybe with the power vacuum that's there. That's our college football right now. Obviously, we talked about the backyard brawl. West Virginia ended up taking the dub. And then, of course, you had the Haynes King and those weenies from Georgia Tech taking out Clemson. So, you know what? I'm okay with it. I still hate them, but you know what? Thank you. I hate Clemson even more so.
And more importantly, Cal's 3-0.
Yes! And they ran an ultimate wishbone with like linemen in the backfield.
You know what's crazy? Maybe all they needed was for me not to be a full fan anymore. Maybe that's all they needed. I'm telling you, I'm a jinx. I'm telling you, maybe they just didn't need me as a full fan.
You're not a jinx, and I'm sorry, folks. Just to calm this cat down, she literally will not get off me. But so now we've got some pro football. So yep, hi, boo, hi. We had this dumpster fire.
Oh God, that was a terrible game.
Oh my Lord, this
There
has only 3 times in the last 5 years have I turned off a Sunday night football game. 1, it was such a blowout and I was exhausted. 2, it was 2 teams I hated and I just watched the score on my phone. This is the 3rd.
I was working, so thank God.
Yeah, Nate. I gotta ask the customer service calls about the injuries to the quarterbacks. Have they been killing you yet?
Nope, it was quiet.
There you go.
Oh, I mean, I'm off today, but yesterday there was no tickets in regards to this Falcons-Vikings game, and I was like, okay.
I think nobody wanted to touch the Bijan didn't get injured, neither Darnell Mooney or Drake London, so I think you're okay.
It was just injuries galore for the Vikings, though, because they had J.J. McCarthy's got the ankle sprain, and I forgot what it was, but I know Aaron Jones is unlikely to play this week. It was reported with another injury, so they're losing some guys on that offense, and they already don't have Addison for another week. McCarthy played really bad, like 11 for 21, 158 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, 25 yards on the ground. Like he said, had that ankle sprain. Not 1,000% his fault. He was sacked 6 times as well. But they just look like they didn't have an answer for the Falcons. And Michael Penix had a weird game. He also didn't play great.
Yeah.
It was they won because of Bijan Robinson.
Oh yeah.
143 yards on the ground, another 25 in the air. He had that total of about 168 yards, which is more than both quarterbacks. Each quarterback, he had more total yards than the quarterbacks that I threw. I don't know. Penix, he looked weird too. 13 to 21, no interceptions or touchdowns, about 135 yards passing. So a really weird game to be a blowout the way that this one was. Well, blowout. I mean, we're talking 16 points, but
I mean, this was just an absolute like bum rush, but like not even like in a fun football way. It was just like they just beat the crap out of them and they beat the crap out of themselves. It was kind of boring.
This is one of those games.
I had this game on my phone. I started watching The Blacklist while I was folding my laundry. I was like, because that's the new show I'm on right now. I was just like, if I'm the NFL, I'm really disappointed in this lineup. Right. Also, if I'm the Vikings, I'm hoping Carson Wentz finds like his 2017 like MVP side. Because right now, like the JJ McCarthy experiment, like he looks bad. He can't hold on the ball. The reads are awful. He literally had one quarter where he started running. That's where, like, I don't want to be proven right because he looks like a good kid. But, like, dude, like, all of our fears about Michigan quarterbacks just handing the ball off and turning, we're looking like we're right, and it's not good for the Vikings long term. So, yeah, that game was a stinker.
Carson Wentz is so close to completing the rainbow.
I know. All he needs is a yellow team.
We've got an Mika Egbuka touchdown.
Oh, so maybe Denver ones.
Wait, do you count the Rams as yellow, boss, or no?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember the Darnold versus Wentz game last year where me and Matt bet on opposite teams.
Oh God!
Former quarterbacks. That was the meme bowl of meme bowls. Okay. All I know is right now I'm in fantasy. I'm up by 21 points, but he still has Herbert, Genty, and Johnston to play. I'm like, ugh.
I'm down 25, but I've got Bucky Irving and I think the Tampa Bay kicker, so I need something going on. But we just got an Mika Egbuka touchdown, so it's now 14-10 Buccaneers with about 9 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first half.
How about Egbuka, man? He's been great.
All I got left is Amari and Hampton. Like, I'd love for Hampton to go buck wild tonight. Because I'm down. I'm losing to DJ's girlfriend in our work league by about 34 points. Because she had Jordan Love, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Warren, Jared Goff. I'm just like, oh, kill me. I thought I had like my bench got decimated with injuries. Like my bench right now, injuries. Xavier Worthy, Christian Kirk, Brandon Ayuk, and Joe Mixon all out. My team would be stacked if there was no injuries.
I had no idea of that league's format until we started drafting, and I was like, why are people taking a quarterback in round 2? And I'm like, oh, damn it. I looked at the roster. I was like, oh, my God, I need 2 quarterbacks, and I think I had Stafford and Caleb Williams. I'm like, I'm screwed.
I have Stafford as my backup. I have Drake May and Jalen Hurts. But they also devalued rushing stats for quarterbacks in this league, which I kind of hate that. I feel like that's kind of aimed at certain people, but I'll let that one roll. All that being said, though, great.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Somebody saying CJ Gardner-Johnson's in the game right now?
I didn't see.
Unless our boy is like losing his damn mind because I thought he was out for the season.
Unless it's a different Johnson.
Could be. Yeah, I don't think he's playing.
I think you might want to delete that text message right now because I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's towards ACL, bro.
Also, shout out to Andrew Makuba,
baby.
All right, Makuba. Yeah.
Eagles rookies, man. Texas. A different breed, brother.
Oh my God, he was great against the Chiefs.
Dude, he's great. He's been great total. Like he's like a heat-seeking missile mixed with like coverage ability. Like I was explaining to my family last time, like, why are you so excited about Makuba and Campbell? I'm like, because they're upgrades of the guys they replaced. Like I love Nakobe Dean, but Jahad Campbell is faster, bigger, and can cover better. I loved CJ Gardner-Johnson. I hated him at the same time, but Makuba is a heat-seeking missile who can play coverage. He's Sidney Brown with an actual ability to read a quarterback. I love Sidney Brown, but Sidney Brown is basically Jamal Adams with a better 40 time.
Well, Jamal Adams is now a better linebacker than the safety.
True.
Listen, convert Sidney Brown to a hybrid position, like a hybrid linebacker. I'm totally down with that.
Apparently, C.J. Gardner-Johnson is expected. This is from the other week. He was expected to be active for the season opener after his early August knee injury scare turned out to be less serious than feared. His ACL was intact, and it was just some sort of lower leg injury, but it was they said his ACL was intact, so it probably was just maybe a hyperextension, maybe or something like that. So he's number 23, and apparently he got burned.
Welcome back to the land of the living, brother.
Well, he got burned, so he did play. So he was playing.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that must have been him that Luka must have beat.
But you know who also got burned? Travis Kelce's hands.
Yeah, man, that was bad. That wasn't. He just dropped that himself.
Okay, that ball also was not in a. Okay, two tough guy Trav's defense. That ball was a hard ball to catch, but also like Mahomes, he was except for that ball to Thornton. A lot of his throws were off balance, off kilter, and off center. And I'm just looking, I'm like, bro, did the Eagles live that much in your mental case? Like you're like off your back foot, throwing it full gas and into people's feet.
The Eagles have saved America last year, and they're saving the NFL from another Chiefs title.
Well, listen, who plays the Chiefs this week?
If we beat the Chiefs, I will be insufferable on Monday. I hope.
If we beat the Chiefs, we beat the Chiefs. Okay, America beats the Chiefs.
You're dang right. The
Giants for one day only would be America's team.
Yes, sir. Oh my God, I'm going to my friend's house to watch the game too. So it's
I'm gonna watch this game and I'm gonna go ballistic if the Giants win the game, man. I'm gonna be texting all my Giants fan friends, going nuts. Because here's the deal, folks. Jared's new hierarchy of hate presented by our friends over at Righteous Felon. Let's go. They also sponsor Nate's Dark Side, but it wasn't only dark today. Best meat snacks on the market. Go check them out. They're in most of your grocery stores and gas stations now, but you can get the best deal on righteousfelon.com. Promo code BELLYUP for 15% off. The NFL Hierarchy of Hate Week 2 edition. Number 5, the Washington Commanders. Congratulations. Actually, no. Congratulations, fellas. Actually, no. The New York Giants.
Yeah, right.
You guys made me kind of root for you this weekend. I love watching you guys swing the bat and try to take out Dallas. And you know what, Nate? It's because you bring optimism, but because a lot of Giants fans annoy me, but I hate them the least out of the NFC East. Did we spell it wrong again? Son of a biscuit. Okay. Number 4. It's the New Orleans Saints. I'm starting to pity them at this point. Oh no, sorry. I'm lying. It's the Commanders. I'm like, there's so many teams I dislike in the NFL. It's the Commanders. They screwed me last week in betting, or this week. They lost to a team I hate more than them. And I'm not sure if the Giants just were sleeping for the whole game against them or what, because they walked in and the Packers kicked them up and down the field. Number 3 is the Green Bay Packers. Your coach is a weenie. His coaching tree is a weenie. Your quarterback's overrated. I love your running back. And Micah Parsons annoys me now that he's not on my team. So, yeah.
He annoys you or no longer annoys you?
He still annoys me.
But he's on a separate team, so we can all root for him.
I still hate the Packers.
All right. Oh, right. Sorry.
Number 2, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Tradition is valued here. And number 1, 5 straight years of dealing with these weenies. 5 straight years of how to deal with Travis Kelce, act like a tough guy until a bigger dude walks up to him. Shout out Jahad Campbell. And 5 years of watching Mahomes try to act like a baby towards the refs and then try to like guilt guys to hitting them out of bounds. And 3 straight years of us kicking their butt. The Kansas City Chiefs are number 1 hierarchy of hate. Yeah, I still hate Kansas City more than Dallas. I'm starting to pity Dallas now because I think last night was their Super Bowl, knocking you guys out in that crazy game.
Damn right it is.
All right.
No Mike McDoofus from Miami?
No.
Yeah, no Rams either?
Listen, I just hate their coaches. I don't really hate them, the teams.
That's
I
fair.
like the players. Like Cam Kitchens, shout out to you. Same thing with Jalen Phillips down in Miami. But I don't hate the players. I just think Mike McDoofus is a dummy, but he's making my dreams come true with my predictions coming true.
We
I just hate Sean McVay. I don't mind the Rams at all.
We need a Matt's hierarchy you hate one day.
It's gonna be the AFC East plus like the team that beat the Jets the week before.
It would probably be yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I don't even think I'd put Buffalo on it because I like Buffalo. It's hard to not like Buffalo. They're such like humble, nice people. But anyways, no, it would definitely. I would have to think of 5. Maybe we could do that another week. But 1,000% the top 2 is going to be Miami 2, Patriots 1. It will always be those 2 at the top 2.
Josh Allen scared the heck out of me, by the way. Oh, it scared all of us on Sunday. I thought my fans.
Then Mitch Trubisky comes out and rips a bullet, and it just like it missed a beat. All right, Maddie, it's your time to shine, brother.
Yes, let's go.
There we go. All right. Oh, let me pull up the list.
Our 3rd edition of Start 3, Bench 5. Quarterbacks.
All right. This is week 3. Is it week 3? Is it week 4? What have we done so far? We've done running backs, tight ends, and receivers so far?
Yes, sir. 4th edition.
This is a 4th edition of our new Keep 3, Cut 5.
Presented by candidates.com. Promo code BLACK20 for 20% off.
Going over every position that the NFL offers to you. So we've got quarterbacks this week. All right. I'm trying to make this one. I've got heavy hitters on this list. I'm trying to make this as difficult as I can because I'm trying to make it a little more challenging.
Nate, we all agree who our 5 are, right? Our top 5 are?
Yes. We have no arguments about the top 5 in terms of so far in the league, but in terms of the top 3, I don't know. Or the keep 3, I don't know.
I know in my heart who my top 3 are: Kansas City, Buffalo, and Philly.
If we get them, hopefully.
Well, let's start off hot here then. I'm going to tug at the heartstrings right away. We're going Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
I think I say Daniel Jones. I've been like, yes. I'm kidding. No, but yes.
Indiana Jones, we're back, baby. I told DJ I will send him my Indiana Jones hat if he gets a Daniel Jones jersey. This is happening.
He looks so good.
We're keeping Mr. Hurts. You know where this is going.
Always.
All right, so we're keeping Hurts. Next up, he's playing tonight. Baker Mayfield.
No.
Sorry, Baker.
Close. He's now officially a top 10 quarterback, which I think that the Browns fans are just losing their minds over. But no. Sorry, Baker. You are as close to getting in the club as possible. But no.
All right, we're going on the western coast of the world. We're going to go Justin Herbert.
Nope.
Unfortunately, no.
We know who our 5 are.
He looked good so far this year. I know it's one
game. He does look good, but talent doesn't, like God-given talent doesn't win you football games.
All right. Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but he's my 5. This is really going to hurt.
I know. So I know we're a little dangerous right now. But
Nate, I'm trusting you here. He's going to rip Josh Allen and Mahomes back-to-back, and we're screwed.
Okay. I'll take one over the other. I'm fine with it.
We're going Jared Goff.
No.
Love Jared Goff, top 10 quarterback, but no.
Yes. Go Cal.
Elite pocket passer.
Dang right. Go Bears.
All right. Lamar Jackson.
One name I want here. So.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, about to let you down.
What is it?
He said
Lamar Jackson.
Crap. I guarantee his next one is either Mahomes or Allen, too.
I'm sorry, but no, you're right, boss. I let you down. Up to you, though. Your call.
It's the gamble.
Damn, Matt wasn't messing around today.
No.
Okay.
Because he's number 4.
That's right.
Burrow's 5. Honestly, 1 and 3 are still on the board.
Yes, I agree. Crap.
Jaden Daniels.
No.
Nope. He's getting there. He might be on this list in a few years, but no. Because honestly, on Thursday, he looked like a bottom 5 quarterback.
I think we messed up.
Yeah.
You messed up, but I messed up for trusting you.
I apologize, boss.
It's okay.
No, I'm joking.
I would.
It's Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Like,
it was Josh Allen. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I'm not even gonna lie and just say somebody else. It was actually.
I would still take Lamar over. I would still take Lamar over Joe Burrow, but because availability matters. And I'm sorry, you can't blame turf toe on your offensive line. I'm sorry, that's not realistic.
Well,
this was definitely, in my opinion.
But heal quickly, Mr. Burrow. We hope you heal quickly.
Yeah, right.
But like,
this
you
was
cannot.
Definitely, in my opinion, the most challenging, probably 8 guys I could have thrown at you so far. Out of all these series we've done so far, I really thought I was going to get you on Lamar, and then I'll just go Jaden Daniels and rip off Josh Allen and just see you guys like, we should have waited. But a little surprised that we're not keeping Lamar, but I understand wanting to hold out.
I wanted Lamar because I knew Lamar was in this list because I know how you think. But I'm not – okay, so my biggest issue about Joe Burrow is availability is the greatest ability. And to quote my friend Jeffrey here, and the biggest thing is that Joe Burrow is always hurt. And you can blame it on the Bengals as much as you want, but there have been quarterbacks with worse offensive lines who stayed healthy for longer. And
I was
Hurts has missed 5 games in the last 7 years, or 5 years has been in the league. Lamar's missed like 3 or 4. Josh Allen's missed like 2. Mahomes has missed 1. Like, guys, like, you have to understand availability is there, and the 4 guys I put ahead of Burrow in the top 5 are there because they're there. There's no. Like, listen, Joe Burrow is great, but he also has elite weapons. But you can only blame the lack of O-line on so many things. And I'm sorry, a turf toe injury is that's just wear and tear on your body, my friend.
Dang it.
I figured if I couldn't get you on Burrow, I'd get you on Lamar, and then vice versa. So I knew Jalen Hurts whipping him off right off the rip was going to be one, and then I was like, it's going to be a toss-up Burrow or Lamar, and then I was going to try and snag you on one of the others.
Yeah,
but
listen, you almost got us a little bit. I want to talk about. Yeah. So I want to give a couple quarterback evaluations. So we're talking on the quarterback side. I think Cam Ward, free Cam Ward, and the Titans.
We talked about both Callahan's got to go. I'm sorry.
He's an idiot. I'm sorry. Like, Ward was making plays out there. I'm like, dude. Like, it looked like Miami once their defense fell apart. I was like, this is just sad, man. Like, Eric Aomayer, by the way, looks phenomenal.
Stanford.
Who called it, baby? Let's go. These are my fantasy team, by the way, so I'm going to start it next week.
I mean, I think the reality of the situation is with Cam Ward down in Tennessee is that he's just going to have to learn a whole nother system next year because there's no way Callahan survives at this point.
Yeah. Unless they start changing, like, guys, give the ball to Tony Pollard. I don't know how to bang the drum ever louder. Like, dude, he's not a bad running back. He's probably top 20. Just give him the damn rock and let him run. Like, come on. When Cam Ward had a full functioning running game, go sign Damian Martinez to back him up. Ward knows that man very well. And then the last one, dude, did we miss the boat on Bryce Young?
Yeah, was, I was singing the praises. I was like, maybe he looked like he figured it out after that little benching, and he was playing a lot better football. And I'm like, I bet you this will carry into this year. That little sleeper team to maybe sneak in back into the wild card 7 seed.
The thing is, they almost came back, which is impressive because Young, like, they were down 7-3, and Young went ballistic and hit Renfro, Hubbard, and Renfro again. Shout out to our boy DJ for 2 touchdowns. Ted McMillan had 100 yards and 6 receptions. Like, I just their defense is not as good as we thought it was going to be, and I mean, it's a weird spot, man.
Well, Bryce played well on Sunday.
Who?
Bryce Young.
I mean, he himself. He played.
It's just, dude, 35 or 55, Nate. That's not a good percentage.
True. Good point.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be. It's the thing is that if you got 55, when I hear a quarterback had 55 passing attempts, I think of like the Phillip Rivers game where he had 500 and something yards and 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Going absolutely nuclear.
And there was like 42 minimum points on the board. This was a 22-point game, and you threw the ball 55 times.
Yeah, there's an accuracy issue. I think also the biggest issue is I think the offense is still lacking continuity. I think it will get better. He has weapons. I think Renfro, Leggett, and McMillan is not a bad receiving core. To be honest,
you had 55 pass attempts, but you had the game was within 5, and you only
I think
had
the Cardinals actually did do a decent job on defense, but the Cardinals' offense is awful. Can we? When
well, I'm saying is like Chuba Hubbard only had 10 carries, feed him the ball.
Exactly. I know, and look, I'm looking at the other side of the ball. Like James Conner only had 34 carries, 34 yards on 11 carries. Benson had, I think, 9 carries. Kyler Murray was only 17 to 25. McBride was their leading receiver with only 78 yards. Like, dude, it wasn't like they were going ballistic on offense. Most of their touchdowns were short field things. And this game, honestly, to me, kind of screamed, okay, both teams are just not going to be good. It's a dumpster fire bowl. I think I think the Panthers still have a shot. So I may rescind my thing about Bryce Young a little bit. My biggest issue is like you 55 attempts, you should be throwing for 400 yards and you should win the game. But then again, I think that's like a lack of play calling experience. I'm not sure. I had to eat crow a little bit about Sam Darnold because let's be honest, the defense bailed the Seahawks out because Sammy threw 66 from the pocket with 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Kenneth Walker looks great. Maybe the best touchdown I've ever seen when Caleb Johnson tapped the ball, let it run by him, and the Seahawks recovered in the end zone. That was the funniest touchdown I've ever seen in my life.
Terrible.
Aaron
Rodgers did not look good, man.
I'm telling you, he got it all out of his system last week.
I think, his motivation's gone. Bo Nix, okay. He's okay.
Yeah. Him and Sean Payton get into it on the sidelines.
Second straight year.
Dude, my biggest thing with Bo Nix is like he's legit Alex Smith. I've been trying to say this for years. Like,
man, I think it's all disrespectful to Alex Smith.
Yeah, that's true. I think the poor man's Alex Smith. I think the Sean Payton's coaching only can go so far. Like I said when we had Erica on the show, I feel personally that like I want to go watch more All 22 on Bo Nix, but dude, everything I've seen so far, I'm like Daniel Jones is making all the same reads, he's hitting them, and he's effective. It's not like he's missing throws. I'm gonna go back and watch the game, the retape of the game, but
I think Daniel Jones just has time to just kind of relax in the pocket and go through his reads and get make his decisions because he should. I'm just saying that.
I'm so freaking happy for him, man. That's
the best offensive line he's probably had since high school.
That's my guy.
Yeah,
because Duke didn't have a good O-line.
I support.
He showed up. He's like, I guarantee you, Daniel Jones went to the Colts and said, "I don't care about the rest of the line. I just need to beat my left tackle. Are you going to stay healthy? Good, okay." Because Andrew Thomas could not block because he was never on that field for him.
I supported that Indiana Jones man since day one, and I'm proud to say that I finally got something right for once. He's actually a good quarterback. Just put him in the right system, put him in a good environment.
I will eat crow. I think, honestly, Daniel Jones has made a fan out of me. So
Shane Steichen, shout out to him too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, big shout out. He helped Jalen Hurts turn into the MVP caliber quarterback. Fellas, Thursday's going to be a stinker.
Why?
It's Dolphins Bills.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. This might be a 50-point blowout.
Yay.
We have Eagles Rams as a 1 o'clock game. Gives Eagles a slight advantage. We have the backup bowl, Bengals Vikings.
Yay.
Steelers Patriots. That game is going to be just weird and quirky.
We'll see who actually shows.
We have the Cam Ward Daniel Jones Bowl.
That'll be fun.
Oh, don't throw that. Oh, he hit it. Great. Throw bowl.
Well, I gotta hope that the local Fox is going to be playing the Jets Bucks, not the Rams Eagles. Otherwise, it's another week of headphones.
No,
the streaming services ain't working,
dude. You know what? I was a little mad too because I had to watch the end of the day. It wouldn't let me watch Eagles Chiefs. I had to watch the end of Cowboys Giants. Which, I mean, listen, it wasn't awful. I thought it was a fun game. I did make a joke saying this game might have ended in a tie, and the fact that it got a little field goal, I was like, I just hope for the sake of comedy this ends in a tie because that'd be the most Cowboys and Giants thing of all time where the game goes to overtime. Both teams are scoring ballistically, and the second the clock hits OT, they cannot score. Because it was so much fun, but honestly, the tie would have made it so much funnier. I enjoyed the game. Listen, Russ looked like vintage Russ. Like, wow. I was like, yeah. I was like, checking my watch. I'm like, is it 2015 again? Like, what the hell is happening?
I've never seen so many deep balls in a game before in 6 years.
Yeah, right.
That was insane.
Fun matchups. We have Jets Buccaneers.
Yeah, somehow that's only a -6.5 dog for the Bucks.
Raiders Commies. Raiders Commies.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
No, it won't. Daniels might not play.
Oh, he's hurt too. Everybody's hurt.
Sam Hartman time for Irish fans.
I thought he was cut.
Raiders by 40.
Mariota time. My apologies.
There we
Sorry.
go.
We've got the Dummy Bowl. Cowboys Bears. That's America's game of the week, by the way. Shout out to
No, it's not. Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
That's so bad.
Oh,
they just had a 50 burger put on them by their old team.
I know. The only other 4:00 games are Broncos, Chargers, and Saints, Seahawks. The 4:00 window looks terrible. And then Sunday night is, of course, America's team taking on the Chiefs.
Home opener too. I'm excited.
Dude, I'm hyped for you, man. I am praying for Russell to go effing ballistic against the Chiefs.
And then I want to hear Jameis and Wilson post game. All glory to God, all that stuff. Praise the man above all.
And then, dude, Monday, holy Nikes.
Dude, what's Monday?
Lions, Ravens.
Oh. See, we were saying that maybe the Lions just needed some time to adjust in the coordinator stuff.
Just get pissed off by seeing Ben Johnson. But week 4 looks better. We get Seahawks Cardinals on Thursday. It looks like a more fun game.
All right.
Kyler versus Darnold. Listen, the turnovers are gonna be flying. We get Bucks Eagles at 1:00. We get our first Dublin game with Vikings Steelers. So, listen, okay. So week 3, we just gotta suffer through week 3. We'll be okay.
Yeah,
week 4, I think, is prime time Jets and Dolphins. I don't know if that's Sunday or Monday.
Oh boy, Jets Dolphins.
I think it's prime time. Yeah.
Oh,
it could be an 0-3 bowl.
Football doubleheader. Jets Dolphins 7:15, 8:15. Bengals Broncos.
I think it's a Monday night game. I mean, it's the doubleheader. So Matt, you can skip the first game if you don't want to see your Jets suffer.
Well.
It's the Dolphins. Literally, it's the SpongeBob and Patrick fighting meme I sent in the chat last night. That's what I get.
The game we actually get a win because we're not beating the Bucks. We're not beating the Bucks.
I mean, that'd be hilarious if you guys beat because the Bucks. The Bucks play after you guys play you guys. They play us.
Unless,
please, but
unless Tyrod goes off and if Justin Fields doesn't play.
All right.
Yeah. Brady Cookson coming in.
Oh God. All right. Gentlemen, that's been the Korner Booth Podcast. We appreciate our sponsors, of course. Right, just fell in promo code BELLYUP for 15% off. Candidates.com, promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off your purchase at checkout. And of course, SeatGeek, the best ticketing app on the planet. Promo code BELLYUP for $20 off your first purchase at checkout. Some restrictions may apply. Yeah, fellas, great show. I'm pulling for the Raiders because 1 fantasy and 2 family and 3 Gino. And I love both quarterbacks in this Bucks-Texans game right now, so I'm rooting for fun.
Yeah, fun.
All right, I'm gonna go edit this and throw this up on Podbean. This episode will be officially up and running on iHeartRadio and Apple and Amazon within about probably an hour and a half. Spotify, you suck. Thanks for listening.